Hello friends. Now today, as you know, we are going to discuss a very important topic from our syllabus. That is nothing but the characteristic equation of a perfect gas, or the equation of state, or it may be simply called as the ideal gas equation. Now, first thing is that, see here in the figure 1, it is given that now at the point 1 the gas changes its property from point 1 to point 2. So at point 1 the pressure of gas is P1 and the volume of gas is V1, where on the point 2 the pressure of gas is P2 and the volume of gas is V2. Okay, now so according to the figure 1, to travel for the gas from point 1 to point 2, there are infinite number of possibilities. Okay, like gas may be traveled from point 1 to point 2 by this way, or by this way, or by this way, or you may go by any way that if you like, by this way. So there are infinite number of possibilities for the gas to travel from point 1 to point 2. So therefore it is considered that firstly, now go to the figure 2. Here it is given that it is better to follow a path which is very well known to us. Okay, like firstly we will go from point 1 to A by Boyle's law, and from point A to 2 by Charles law. Okay, so according to figure 2 we will continue with the this diagram. Okay, second diagram. Now let us consider only from point A, from point 1 to A. So firstly consider only this line, that is nothing but the Boyle's law. Okay, now here what happens, as we have already discussed about Boyle's law. What is Boyle's law? When the temperature is kept constant, the product of pressure and volume will be constant. So now consider that at point 1 what will happen? Here the T is constant. Okay, the T is constant. So therefore P1 and this V1, see here P1 and V1 is equal to, at point A, see this is second point, that is nothing but P2 and this is P2 and V2, sorry, PA and VA. Okay, so that is what we have written here. So that means according to Boyle's law, that we have got equation 1. What is Boyle's law? When the temperature is kept constant, the product of pressure and volume will be constant. So therefore we have taken at point 1 P1 V1 is equal to PA VA. Okay, now but in the Charles law we are keeping the pressure as a constant. See that we are keeping the pressure constant. So therefore PA is equal to P2. Okay, PA is equal to P2. So therefore we are just going to replace that we are just going to replace that PA with P2. Okay, now by putting this value of PA equal to P2 in equation 1, we will get P1 V1 is equal to P2 VA. So therefore if you keep this VA aside, so we will get P1 V1 divided by P2. So that is how we have got equation second. Okay, now so now that is the thing what we have got from point 1 to point A. Okay, now see here we are going from A to point 2 in the second phase. So what will happen here, that we will see. Now what is Charles law? When the pressure is kept constant, then the volume will vary directly with the temperature. That is Charles law. So according to that, you can see here VA, that is VA by TA, okay, is equal to, that is point second, V2 T2. Okay, so that is what we have got equation third. But again, according to Boyle's law, the temperature must be constant. Okay, so therefore TA is equal to T1. Now here you can see that you can replace this TA with T1 in next. So by keeping the value of TA, that is T1 in this equation, you will get VA divided by T1 is equal to V2 divided by T2. So finally you will get that T1 will be get here, and VA is equal to V2 by T2 into T1, that is equation 4. Now, so that is what we have got for the second thing, that is nothing but the Charles law. Okay, so that is Charles law. Firstly we have discussed about the Boyle's law. Now what we are going to do here, see that we are going to equate equation 2 and 4. So what is equation 2? Equation 2 is VA is equal to P1 V1 by P2, and equation 4, VA is equal to V2 by T2 into T1. So the LHS is same. Okay, LHS is same. So therefore RHS will be equating. So we are equating the RHS. So see here, P1 V1 by P2 is equal to V2 T2 into T1. So here just an little bit adjustment, that we have taken P1 V1 and that T1 here, and P2 will be go upper side. So P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. That is what we have got. Now, so further, if you are going to extend this equation, then there may be P1 V1 by T1, P2 V2 by T2, P3 V3 by T3, and so on. So you will get the equation 6. So by that all, you are going to understand that this factor, that is nothing but PV by T is equal to R. R is nothing but gas constant. Okay, that is nothing but gas constant. So now here we are going to multiply both the sides by N, M, whatever you may take anything. So by multiplying both the sides by N, here we have taken this N, and here on the RHS this N. So what will happen? So N into V, that will be small v, that is nothing but total volume, that is capital V, total volume of a gas. Okay, so now here it will be P into V, and that T will be transferred here. So that is how we have got the final equation, nothing but PV is equal to nRT. Now, so what is the serial of getting this equation? Again we will revise it once. See, there are infinite number of possibilities from point 1 to point 2. So what we are going to do, we have selected the path which is very well known, A to 1 to A and A to 2. These are the two paths. First path will be covered by Boyle's law, second will be covered by Charles law. Okay. Now here Boyle's law will be applied from 1 to A here. So therefore at point 1 we have got the temperature is constant, P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Okay. Sorry, PA VA, and so therefore, but the pressure is constant in the Charles law. So therefore we have got this again, PA is equal to P2. So we have replaced it, and we have got VA is equal to P1 V1 by P2. Now as going from A to 2, what we have got, according to Charles law, the pressure will be constant. So therefore volume varies directly with the temperature. At point A, that will be VA by TA is equal to C, that is at point 2, V2 by T2. Again in the Boyle's law, the temperature will be constant. So therefore TA is equal to T1. So we are going to replace it, the value of TA with T1. So that is what we have did here. And here we are going to equate the equation second and fourth. So both RHS we have taken here, and we have equated these two RHS. So what we have got, that is nothing but P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2, and again with further extension you will get this equation again with P3 V3 by T3 continuously P4 V4 by T4, and we have taken again R as a constant. Then finally we have multiplied it with N on both sides, and we have got the final equation, that is PV equal to nRT. Okay, thank you.